Hi budget babes, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Jalea Creations and I'm back with another video, you guys. Oh my gosh, before we get started, you guys, I have something so exciting to show you guys that came in. I can't wait to show you guys. I have to show a little sneak peek and then we're gonna get started on a budget, you guys. Guys, we have officially got 10 our new glitter highlighters back in stock, you guys. Like, y'all, I can't explain, you guys. Look how pretty they look. I'm literally doing this with one hand because I bought a new ring light, you guys, but anytime I record on my camera, I think it's time to get a different camera because the lighting just do not be hitting where you guys can see as clear. So I'm like literally holding my camera up, but y'all, these are our glitter highlighters. They are so pretty. Like, oh my goodness, you guys. Let me show you guys some of the swatches before we get into it because I just gotta show y'all. These are so pretty. You guys need these. If you didn't purchase them or you missed the first drop, guess what? They are gonna be back in stock tomorrow on JuliaCreations.com at 5 p.m. Central Time. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these so you guys can see them real quick and then we'll jump into our budget. So we have the first one, which is going to be our purple sugarberry. Like, it's so pretty, it's giving glitter, everything glitter, you guys. Now let's do the next color. All right, and this is one of the blue ones, you guys. Like, literally look at that glitter, you guys. Ooh, so pretty. You guys probably can't see it that well on the camera. I'm gonna insert a video, you guys, of all the swatches on the side from my camera so you guys can see. So I don't know why the camera, hold on, let me try to focus again. I'm picking it up, you guys, but no worries. I'm gonna put a video on the side. So yeah, y'all. Glitter. You already know, super cute. Yeah, make sure you guys get your glitter highlighters at 5 p.m. Central Time tomorrow, you guys, which is going to be Thursday, May 23rd. So make sure you guys go and get yours. All right, guys, let's jump into our budget. You can see the metallic a little bit here, but let's jump straight into our budget, you guys. All right, you guys, so you already know we're going to be starting with a budget here. We're going to be doing June. Her goal here is to pay off debt, and she's paid bi-weekly, so we're going to do paycheck number 1, paycheck number 2, which is going to be $1,900 every 2 weeks. 1,900 times 2 is going to give us $3,800 per month. So now we're going to go over our fixed plus our variable. Our fixed are going to be our expenses that are usually the same every month, and then our variable expenses are going to be our expenses that vary. So we're going to go ahead and write that in and set up her budget. Alright, you guys, now that we went through and wrote down our variable expenses and our fixed expenses, we're going to go ahead and add this up here. 300 plus 60 plus 50 is going to total our fixed to 410. Then our variables, 200 plus 300 plus 200 plus 50 plus 250 plus 88 plus 738 is going to be 1826 here. 1826 plus 410 is going to give us a total of 2236 as our expense total. So now we're going to go ahead and find our cash surplus, which is going to be our full income minus our total of expenses, which is going to be 3,800 minus 2236. 3,800 minus 2236 is going to be 1565 or 1564. So that's how much money we have left over to put towards our debt, you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and set up our debt payoff list. So let's get into it. All right, you guys, now that we set up our budget, we're gonna go ahead and set off a debt payoff list. So the debt payoff list, we're gonna write down our credit cards, our balances, our minimum payments, all of that good stuff. If you want to write your interest rates, you can write that as well on here. But we're going to create a credit card / debt payoff list. So this will include any credit cards you have, any loans you may have. You're going to go ahead and write that down on this list. So I'm going to go ahead and speed through and write down these credit cards, the balances, the minimum payments, and then we'll make a plan. Sorry about all of that in the background, you guys. All right, you guys, sweet. All right, so after we take care of our bills and expenses according to the budget that we created, we are going to have $15.64 left over after our bills and expenses starting June. So $15.64 is our cash surplus. So what we are going to do, we are going to snowball. We're going to pay off the smallest card to our biggest card, because the biggest card we have here is going to be our Wells Fargo, also our Capital One. When it comes to collections, we want to try to send in a dispute letter, or we want to do a settlement. Remember, when our cards go into collections, that means our creditor no longer wanted to deal with it anymore, so they sold it to a collection agency, and now the collection agency is trying to make a profit. So your goal is to try to dispute that or settle as low as you can to pay that off. So we're not going to worry about collections at this moment, but we're going to go ahead and start with our snowball to get some of these smaller credit cards out the way, and then work our way to the biggest one. So starting June, we have a cash surplus of $15.64. We're going to go ahead and pay off Target. We're going to pay off Target and Victoria's Secret. Both of those together one has a balance of $250 and one has a balance of $550. So $550 plus $250 is going to total to $800. So we're going to go ahead and take the money we have left over, which is $15.64, and we're going to minus this by $800, which is going to be $764. That's going to go in our savings. Boom, just like that, we already paid off 2 credit cards, and we no longer have to pay the minimum on those 2 credit cards. So Target will be paid off and Victoria's Secret. So starting July, we're going to go ahead and take those 2 minimums, which would total to $140, and we're going to add that back into our cash surplus, which is now going to total to $17.04. So we're still going to be paying the minimums on all of these credit cards, guys. Remember, these minimums are included in our expenses. This is the money we have left over after our bills and expenses. As you can see, roughly in her budget, she was paying about $738 a month in minimums. So we want to get these credit cards paid off. So now we're going to start with July. All right, you guys, so starting July, we have $17.04 left over after bills and expenses. We are going to go ahead and pay off the credit one. Doing this method allows us to build our savings at the same time and take it slow. A lot of times, I know you guys want to get your highest interest credit cards out the way, but this allows us to build a cushion, especially if you do not have a savings going and you're new to paying off debt. So $17.04 minus $524 is going to give us a cash surplus of $11.80 to put in our savings. And just like that, we paid off our credit one. So now we no longer have to pay that $40 minimum. Starting August, $40 is going to go back into our cash surplus, making this $17.44. Now at $17.44, we only have 2 more cards left. We have Wells Fargo and we have Capital One. It's going to take us 2 months to pay off the Capital One, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to pay off Capital One, which has a balance of $2,000. Remember, we are paying the minimum on these credit cards, so the balance could basically still be going down, but we want to round up and act like we haven't paid any minimums to cover interest. So if we put $17.44 together for 2 months and we stack that together, that would give us $34.88. With $34.88, we can go ahead and pay off Capital One, which is going to give us $14.88 to put in our savings. And that should cover any interest that accumulates because we're still putting $17.44 plus a $200 minimum. Boom. So starting October, we won't no longer have to pay the $200 minimum on that credit card. So we're going to go ahead and add $200 to our cash surplus. $17.44 plus 200 is going to be $19.44 as our new cash surplus. All right, you guys, and just like that, now we're working on the Wells Fargo. So we have been paying the minimum on the Wells Fargo of $300, but if we're just paying the minimum, it's almost as if it didn't move. So we're gonna act like we're still starting at $7,800 here. So we're gonna go ahead and break this down. We're gonna go ahead and put $1,600 of this towards debt, and we're gonna put $344 in our savings. This way we're still building a cushion and prioritize getting that Wells Fargo card paid off as quick as possible. So $7,800 divided by $1,600 is going to take roughly about 5 months to pay off. So we're gonna go ahead and write down 5 months. This is for my visual learners: October, November, December, January, February, 2, 4, 5. And we're going to go ahead and put $1,600 of that there, $1,600 of that there, $1,600 of that there, $1,600 of that there, $1,600 of that there. So we're still going to be putting $1,600 on top of a $300 minimum. This $300 minimum will basically be putting $1,900 to that cart. If we're putting $1,600 on top of a $300 minimum, of course we will pay off our credit card way quicker. So that's going to give us $8,000 there, and that will cover any interest that accumulates. So $8,000 minus $7,800 is going to be $200 in our savings. Then we were already putting $344 in our savings for the last, 5 months. So $344 times 5 months is going to give us $17.20 in our savings. So she had a really nice cash surplus to work with, but you want to build your cash surplus and pay off as much as you can so you can build up more to put towards those higher interest rate cards. So we're going to go ahead and take $19.44 plus $300 because we no longer have to pay that minimum. So now our cash surplus is going to be $22.44 and we'll officially be debt free. And then we can also add up our savings here and see how much we saved. All right, you guys, so let's see how much we have saved this whole time. It took us about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 a month to pay off our debt here. So let's go ahead and add up our total savings that we were putting aside to build our cushions. So not only were we paying off debt, we were also building our savings. So the first month of June, we were able to save $764. The second month, we were able to save $1180. The fourth month, we're also able to save $1488. And then at the end of our debt cycle, we were also able to save, let's see here. So not only did we pay off a ton of debt, we were also able to put a good portion in our savings. And now we will go ahead and tackle this collections by either doing a settlement or just paying it off in full so we can start doing our credit repair. And that's how we will set up a budget to pay off our debt. So make sure you guys like this video, make sure you share it with a friend, and make sure you hit that follow button if you haven't as well. Thank you guys again for watching, and if you would like to get your budget done, make sure you guys book a one-on-one session with me, or you volunteer to do your budget on our live during our TikTok stream. Thank you guys again for watching, and make sure you guys go and get yourself some glitter highlighters. They will be available at 5 p.m. Central Time on Thursday, May 23rd. And they are so sparkly. They're so sparkly. You guys probably can't see it, but it's metallic. So yeah, make sure you guys go get them. Thank you guys again for watching. Bye.